Testing. Mic check. What's up, Cruz? Oh, snuck up on me. What's good? Hope everybody enjoyed their weekend. Welcome to another edition of the No Negative Behavior Show with your host, Dice Deals. Give myself a round of applause. I'm feeling good. I hope everybody that's out there is feeling good today. You know, happy to be on the green side of grass. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't make it there. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I had a very, 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 very eventful weekend. Yo, Cruz, did you ever get that video I sent you? Yeah, just now, a little while ago. If you could show it. You know, we're going to pull it up in a second. Had a very eventful weekend. I was at the 10th annual Welcome Home Barbecue, you know, by Porto, hosted by Porto and his wife. It was dope. You know, I dropped in, I did a walkthrough, seen a lot of people that I haven't seen in a long time. You know, a lot of brothers are really doing their thing. They're active out there, working very hard, diligently, and, you know, doing what they're supposed to do. A lot of brothers are off parole and, you know, getting their bachelor's degree. And, you know, they're doing real good. And it was good to see the brothers out there. It was good to see the brothers. You didn't get the flick? Damn. Well, if I pull it up later, if we could pull it up later, I'll show it. Let me see. Oh, we blowing up already. Yeah. Okay. So, did you get the Gakira Barnes, those pictures? Anybody ever heard of this girl, Gakira Barnes from Chicago? Rumored to have killed over 20 people before she passed away. Oh my God, I couldn't believe it. This young girl, I think she died when she was 17 years old. She was killed at 17. She was shot in all above the waist, in the chest and head. Murdered at 17, but she was rumored to have killed over 20 people. You know, they have pictures of this girl on Instagram. You know, when I saw these pictures, I was really appalled. I was like, wow, what happened to this young girl? I mean, who let that happen to her? Yeah, this is her right here. Could you pull it up a little more? That's her. That's Gakira. That is also Gakira. Yeah, that's Gakira. There she going. Look at her. And I don't know who these guys are. Maybe these are some of the guys that passed away. Well, look at her there. That's the young girl that was rumored to have killed 20 people before she was brutally murdered in Chicago. I don't know what's going on in Chicago, man, but, you know, something's got to stop out there. Something, you know, we have to stop these young children before it's too late. Even though I had this conversation with one of these old timers that I know, that I really respect, and he told me that this generation, you know, those young brothers that's misdirected, was the generation that our ancestors had been praying for. This is what he told me. I disagree, but in a funny way, it made sense, but it wasn't strong enough for me. But he was saying that, you know, while our ancestors were being raped and killed and enslaved, you know, they, the ones that fought wish they had an army of soldiers like these young bucks that's coming up now. Misdirected young bucks killing each other. It's crazy. It's crazy. I wish, you know, show her picture one more time so, you know, the parents need to see this. I want the parents to take a look at this young girl. Check out. You see? It's the parents' fault. You have to blame the parents for this. You have to blame the parents for misdirecting their children. It's the truth. Whether you agree with me or not, I believe it. Look at her. Back that up. Look at that picture. You know, she ran up on you. She mean business. Get that girl. And she was killed at 17. So, you know, some of these pictures, she's 16, 15, 14 even. She was rumored to have started killing at the age of 13, 14, when she joined the gang. So anyway, on to the next. But something's got to give in Chi-Town, boy. That picture's crazy right there, for sure. I'm telling you, I couldn't, reading that article. Shout out to Donovan Levy. He put me on to that. Rocking you, rocking you, rocking you. Well, anyway, my guests didn't show up. They had other things to do, and that's a good thing. I'm gonna give them a round of applause for being active, for having things to do on a Monday night between 7 and 8 when they should be over here, with me. But it's all good. I'm not mad at them. They doing what they do, and one of them's gonna pop in probably a little late. I don't know. But the topic of the day was the power of the word snitch. All right? Oh, let me turn this down. Now, the power of the word snitch. So, I've been called many things, a lot of things, right? I've never been called that. But, that word is so powerful. Like, I know people, that do things and you call them snake, you call them an asshole, or you call them a dirtbag. I actually know people that run by these monikers. That these are their names: dirtbag, snake, murderer, all of that. Hello?
Yeah, I'm on for Derek, man. I'm sorry, man. Fucking project manager in front of me with my fucking balls, man.
Hey, all right, buddy. You on the air. Just say hi to the people. You couldn't make it. Tell them you couldn't make it. You on the air.
I'm on now?
Right now.
Yeah, I'm sorry, people, man. I couldn't make it. Got tied up at work.
Yeah, bye-bye. Right. Yo, so anyway, that's my boy Gonzo. Shout out to Gonzo for calling. That's integrity. You know what I'm saying? He knew he wasn't gonna make it. And it's all good. He's texting me, I'm sorry, man, but it's all good. Not mad at you, Gonzo. Straight up, for real. Anyway, we was talking about the power of the word snitch, right? So, and I was saying that I know people that call themselves snake and murder and slime and, all these different names. But when it comes to that word is very, very, very powerful, okay? Because it deals with your reputation. It deals with integrity. So, I mean, this is the weight. This is the power that we give it. We give the word. Amongst other things, amongst other words that are very powerful. But today, this particular word, snitch, is the one that we want to talk about. All right, and it's a lot. I did a presentation about this word before, right? And not that I'm condoning it or anything like that, but just people take it real seriously. I've seen people get really, really hurt over this, and I just what constitutes snitching, all right? If you're in the game, so to speak, a street dude, or if you're a everyday Joe Blow from Idaho, going to work and not doing a 9 to 5, if either one of them tell which one, not even tell. I'm just saying if either one of them was in a predicament where they had to point the finger at somebody, right? Joe Blow from Idaho usually gets let off the hook, and the street dude, he gets condemned for life, forever. He's forever ruined, like he's forever no good, as they say, forever, and I know people that it's happened to. Like I've been in places where my bunkies, turned out to have told on people, and I've seen how serious it gets, when it comes to people that have been snitched on. When they see someone that snitches, they usually try to take out the anger and aggression on the snitch. The snitch is no good. The snitch is the punching bag, the razor tester, whatever. We get our point across, whatever they do. You know, and people protect themselves from being called that. They die before they want to be, before you call them a snitch. They want to fight to the death if you call them that. But you call them a son of a bitch, and they don't care about that. Even though you're talking about their mother, they don't care. It has nothing to do with their reputation. So, I mean, the comments, right? I know a guy that's he's going through some problems about this word. You know, that he's been called a rat. You know, people are calling him this, and this is bothering him because, of course, he denies it. He denies all accusations about it, and it's a very hard place to be in when you are a street dude, so to speak, right? Because I know some guys that, I mean, I don't know them, but you see guys that tell all the time, like they'll tell anything. Yeah, he's over there. He's over there. There he goes, officer. He's right under that car right there. They don't care. They're doing the right thing. That's what they're doing. That's what it's called in the civilian world. It's called doing the right thing. In the street, it's called not minding your business and you're snitching. But what if this happened to you? What if someone called you a snitch? Right? What would you do if someone called you that? If you didn't do it. If you didn't do it and everybody was saying, yo, Joe Blow from Idaho is a snitch. He told on my coworker, or he told on Mary Jane, whatever the case may be, right? What would you do if your reputation is on the line? Would you care? Would you care? I mean, if you're a street guy or you're working a 9 to 5, I want your opinion. Would you care? Does it matter? Does it matter if, would you want to fight to the death? Would you want to hurt somebody? Would you want a fair one? Would you want a fist fight? What would you want? How would you feel? How would you go about it? Call in. The number is 914-968-6499. Wait, let me get to my Facebook, my social media people over here. I'm sorry, social media people. I wasn't on social media. Here we go. Now, call in. The number is 914-968-6499. Don't be afraid. I'm not going to attack you. There's people that snitched all over the place. People are snitching everywhere. It doesn't really, I mean, I come from a place where you get caught, that's your ass. If that's who you are, you might have to pay something for that. But it's always like a double standard. Like even with what they call sneak thieving, when you sneak around and you steal something from someone, like if you in a locker room or you in a dormitory and you're sneaking around and you're stealing stuff from people while they're sleeping, while they outside, or while they're not around. That's really, really bad in the street, according to street codes. That's really, really bad. However, the burglar is accepted. And that's, the burglar who does the very same thing is accepted. But the sneak thief, he gets a bone knocked out his rib cage. Right? It's just, so when you think about it that way, right? I don't think, it might not be the same thing. Let me know. If I'm off track, please let me know. Please let me know, because let me get to my social media crew, because I know they got something for me here. Because I need to know. I need somebody to call and let me know about, this situation here. And I know that it's a very, very sensitive subject. And I'm if if you ever been in that predicament, you don't even have to say your name. You could be anonymous. I just want to hear about it. I just want to hear how you're dealing with it. Do you keep your head up high, or you know? They said, I'm gonna say it. They said Alpo was a snitch. He was. He is. Not said it, that he is, but Alpo is a street dude for real, and it's like, you know, he's I guess he's accepted. I mean, if he came in your circle, would you say something, or would you be like, "What's up, Alpo?" What would you do? How would you face it? You be, "That's Alpo over there." You ain't gonna do nothing. You gonna do something? I don't know. I don't know. Do we pick and choose these battles or what? And I'm not saying, I'm not condoning it. I'm not condoning snitching. If we was, you know, I would be upset too if we was all doing something and two of us got away and one person got caught and decided to say, okay, Joe Blow from Idaho, he was with me, he lived over. That's not cool. I mean, that's not cool. That's whack. You know, and that's snitching. That's snitching. But, you know, so is, you know, when you're telling your mother on your little brother, it's the same thing. You're a snitch. You just snitched on your little brother or your little sister or your older brother or your older sister. You did that. So, I mean, the double standard. When is it cool? When is it not cool? If your reputation was on the line, you know, how would you combat it? Like, what would you do? You know what I'm saying? Some people get locked up and they committed a felony or whatever the case may be, and then they come home in 3 days and never go back to jail. People assume or speculate that this person did something, and I want to know, like, how does that person feel? Like, if he didn't do anything, does he feel attacked? Of course you feel attacked, but, like, how do you fight back? What do you do? Where's my videos at? Yo. Cruz, go to commercial. Let me find my videos. Wait, here it goes. You know, I'm still struggling with this, man. I'm not all right. Here I go, right here. I'm right here now. Now I'm connected. Hey, there we go. A snitch doesn't mean anything to these youngsters. You right, Addo? It doesn't. But it does, because they accept them, and at the same time they'll talk behind his back. But it's a lot different. Sammy the Bull, for instance. Notorious. Snitch. Gunman, too. So, like, what's up with that? What's up with that? Please, somebody let me know. What's up with that? Like, I'm not, my opinion is either way. I mean, I have opinions, but, you know, I want your opinion. I want your opinion on it, because, you know, somebody's listening to this and they're struggling with it right now. I know for a fact. You know what I'm saying? I know for a fact. You know, let me see. Let me contact him. Tell my boy. I'm gonna get my boy to call. Let me see. 1 second. I'm multitasking. Look, I can do it. 7, 2. Here we go. Ing, bing, boom, bam. Right. There you go. Please, somebody call me. Spend some time with me, just for a brief moment. 968-6499. That's 914-968-6499. Don't call right now, though, because I'm expecting someone to call in the next 2 seconds or so. Let me see. Let me. Matter of fact, let me reach him right now. Here we go. Bing. I'm gonna get him on the phone right now. Yeah. Okay. All right, now let me go back to my social media, people. Let me see if I got it right. Bam. I got it. I'm learning this one day at a time. One day, un día a la vez. To all my Espanol speaking brothers out there, one day at a time. So, you know, no, Addo, that message wasn't for you. It was just, you know, I was asking my caller to call in, you know, and he should be calling any second. So, you know, my question again, if someone called you the word snitch, what other word can affect you? Like, what other words bother you as much as the word snitch? I want to know that too. What other words bothered you as much as that word? You know, because I got a lot of other words that bother me. You know, that was one of them. There was a lot of words that bothered me at one point in my life, and I don't even know if these same words affect me now. Not that I would do the actions to qualify as the word, but I don't know if I'm affected by words as much. Maybe because I don't know. I'm different now. I'm so different. I changed so much. Thank God I changed, man. And you know, sometimes maybe people don't think it's for the better, but me, I like the way I am. And maybe I'm a little rough around the edges a little bit, but I love myself. So I love the way I am right now. Presently I love myself. And this month has been one of those type of months that given me a lot of revelations. You know, I had, you know, in retrospect, I look back at, you know, the things that I've done this month and these last 17 months. And, you know, I just reflect back on, you know, how I could do things differently and try to look at things from 30,000 feet, as my brother Alejo Rodriguez usually say, keep it 30,000 feet, you know, so you can see, you know, further, you know, the wide angle and wide distance, long distance. So anyway, still waiting. Give me a clock tick. We still waiting for my boy to call, and he said he was calling right now. Hope he don't get cold feet, which I doubt, because he's you know, this has been bothering him for quite some time, bothering him. And I want him to tell his story. Wanted him to be here, but unfortunately, he's another one that couldn't pop up on me. Hey, let me see. Right. Somebody just put the phone number up. I'm gonna try him one more again before, you know, I go into the story myself, because I can. You know, I'm qualified to tell his story because I know it. Let's see. Here we go. Bam. So back to this. Right. So, what do you call a guy? Hello, you on the air, Dice Deals, No Negative Behavior. What's shaking?
How you doing? You talk to the United States ambassador to all foreign and domestic countries. How we looking?
Yeah, what's going on, Playboy? Everything is good, man. You know, we was just talking about the predicament, you know, that you might be in, you know what I'm saying, and how you can. Like, I was trying to get ways on how you can handle it. Like, I know how you're handling it. Why don't you tell people how you've been handling it?
Handling what?
Who is this?
This is Dante Walker.
Dante Walker. Oh, man, I thought I was waiting for somebody else to call, man. How you doing, Dante? What's going on?
I'm good. I called in for just 1 second. Listen, this is epic. I never touched this amount of opportunities in 1 month. I just got a big phone call from 4 vendors. We are popping. We have 600 jobs until the end of December. Right now, I have to fill 15 slots by Wednesday. We have 15 positions by Wednesday in warehouse. We got 3. We just locked down 3 contracts for warehouse. We got the Brooklyn Navy Yard, Fresh Direct, and we also got Food Direct, and we got Just Bagels. We just locked down all 4 contracts. 600 positions all the way up until, we're filling 600 positions all the way to the end of December. People, please send your resumes. You will have to send your resume to my Samaritan email. I'm going to put that in the comments below. And then hopefully, you know, we can just re-share that throughout the week until Wednesday. But this is real epic. We never had this type of job or the two field. So it's very important that people...
Dante.
You know, like, listen, I want people to try me, because last time I went on here, people ain't really trying me. Nobody hit me up. Just give me one candidate. What's up?
I got you. Yo.
Give me one candidate.
I'm gonna plug that in for you at the end of the show. I got this guy, I almost said his name. He's calling, he just texted me, said it's going to voicemail. You know anything about snitching, Dante?
I mean, as far I was listening to the show earlier, I know about the negative implication behind it, and I never. Can you ask me a real question? Ask me a real question.
I will.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yo, listen. Hit me back. Hit me back at 7:55. All right, 7:55. All right.
All right.
All right. Peace.
Peace.
All right. Dante. All right, my brother. Hey. All right, here. He's telling my boy said he been calling. It's been going to voicemail. So I'm going to hit him and say call right now. Dante Walker. I thought I was talking to you, brother. Dante Walker done slipped in and plugged Exodus. Or not even Exodus. I'll let him plug it at the end of the show. Here we go. Now we on and rocking. All right. Dante, man. Call Dante Walker. He don't. That's my boy, man. Dante, boy. You are official tissue. You know what I'm saying? I got your hat for you. Official tissue, for real. Here we go. Here we go now.
Yeah, yo.
What's shaking, boy?
Maintain shit. What up?
Everything good, man. I was just talking to the people about, without telling them the situation, I was explaining to them how it's been affecting you and, how it's been on your mind. Why don't you tell them, why don't you give it to them, like, how you been dealing with it?
Been dealing with it, man.
Yeah.
Only way I know how. I just got to, keep my focus. Keep my sanity. You know what I'm saying? This is really bothering me.
I know it is. I know it's bothering you. Well, you wanna give some insight, or you want me to kind of lay it out, or you want to give some.
Lay it out, and I'll
right.
come in. I interject with you. Come on.
All right. So the brother that I'm speaking to, right? His name got caught up. Actually, not only his name, but there was a statement, not a signed statement, but his name was in some paperwork pointing out a brother in a photo array, right? A brother that's had been charged with murder, right? And this brother that I'm speaking to, his name was in the paperwork saying that, he pointed the brother out in the photo array, okay? So not that that statement caused the brother's conviction, because the brother was copped out anyway, but it was the statement itself that was challenging this brother's reputation. All right?
Right.
And the brother, I know the brother. I know I since I've been home, I was able to see how he lives, right? I don't know him before I've been home, but I know of him, but I see how he's living right now, today. I do. And this happened 20 years ago. Okay? So now it's surfacing, and how do you feel?
Feel crazy. It feel crazy. Like, for the first thing I want to say is, like, it's crazy that my name even came up in the shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I was with dude. You know what I'm saying? Me and dude was together.
Yo was together. Yo was cool. Right.
Yeah, that was my dude. That was my
right.
dude. We was together when he took his plea, and when he went up north.
Right.
I was with him. You know what I'm saying?
That means let me just explain what that means. He's saying that they was in the same county jail.
Houses. We was in the same jail, same block.
Same jail, same block. Everything, ate together and everything before they separated and went to different state prisons or federal and state prisons.
Before he went to state prison.
Right. Before he went to state prison.
Yeah.
So good.
You know what I'm saying? And then 20 years later, the statement come out like, this is crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just bothering the fuck out of me, because at the end of the day, if I was telling on you, we wouldn't be in the same housing unit. We wouldn't be together.
Right.
I ain't never heard of that.
Right.
I went to the feds, did 2 fed bids.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And there's a keep separate. If you tell a nigga, you don't be around the person.
For sure. That's true. I've been
so I ain't never heard no shit like that.
Right.
And like I said, we was together. So why that didn't come out then? I don't understand that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So it's like, why? How would that? All right. Why is your name in the paperwork?
I can't even hear you.
Why does your name come up in the man's paperwork?
So that's something I don't even know. But only thing I can think about is back then I was the most, like, one of the most wanted niggas in Mount Vernon.
Right.
They had me as leader of the Crips, me and my man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of stuff that went on, you know, whether it was shootouts, whether it was just drug sales, a lot of stuff going on. They wanted me. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're think about.
Right.
And they just threw me in the shit trying to, you know what I'm saying? Trying to make something out of it. I don't know.
And this is
I can't put my finger on it.
It's so crazy because you got your radio on. You got a radio on?
Huh?
Do you have a radio on?
That's somebody else's radio.
Oh, is that me? That better not be me. No, that ain't me. All right, so.
Wait, I can hear in the radio.
Yeah, I hear it too. It got a little feedback in it.
Yeah,
it's going now. It's so crazy, right? That all of it can be true. All right, that the fact that your name is in the paperwork, an officer could have put your name in the paperwork. It wasn't.
It ain't could have. That's what happened.
Right, I'm saying, but it wasn't a signed statement, right? It wasn't a signed statement, was it?
No, it ain't no signed statement.
Right.
What I seen is said that I met the officer in the
police station,
in the lobby.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? I'm like, what?
Right.
Nigga, if I'm telling nigga, I ain't meeting you in no lobby, nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's just some bullshit.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna hire me nowhere. You ain't gonna put me in the fucking, meet me in the alley, meet me somewhere else. You gonna meet me in the lobby?
Yeah.
Come on, man. That's some bullshit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just a whole bunch of bullshit. Like I said, they wanted me, and at the end of the day, this cop probably thought it wouldn't come out. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because he didn't go to trial, so he probably thought it wouldn't come out.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying, right now, and I'm trying to sue them as we speak.
Right.
For that defamation of character.
For sure.
So if anybody out there listening, you know, who's got a good civil lawyer for me
mm-hmm.
that can help me, I appreciate that.
Because
I need them I need to sue them for this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I know it's been bothering you. I know that it's been bothering you. You know, I see it in your face, and you know,
of course, it's Bobby. When you're a real motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, and you standing up to person, don't sit down. You know what I'm saying? Of course, it's gonna bother you. Of course, there's something like that. It's on your name, on your jacket, your reputation on the line, and who you stand for, and what you stand for. Of course, it's gonna bother you. Any nigga, it'll bother any person. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. For sure.
I know. You know what I'm saying? I know what it is. I know what I stand for.
Right.
I ain't never been a sit down nigga. I did 2 fair bids. 1 bid, I took away, sent my niggas home.
Right.
So the judge ain't got nothing to do with this. I went to jail for my team. We don't do that.
Right.
We don't do no telling.
Right. And I was gonna say this, like I was saying earlier, like if someone, suppose someone, like, how far are you ready to go? If suppose someone calls you that, you know, because people is you know, people are knowing and whatever the case may be. Suppose somebody came out and say, yo, you this, that, and the third, call you a snitch. What would that do to you? What would that do to you?
What did I do with me? What did it do to them? Because I'm gonna tear some of my ass up.
Yeah. See, this is what I was saying, that how much power that word has. Because if someone was to call you that, I know you ready to go. You're gonna be ready to go, and most people will too. And
I'm ready to go now. I'm trying to pick a nigga right now. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Right. No, man, don't do that. Don't do that.
That's how I'm feeling right now. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But you know, this is why, you know, like, you know, I got you on here so like you could vent, and I'm sure that other people have been in this predicament. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. However, like, you know, the thing that's really messed up, right, is that your name is there, so you have to fight the police. That's your claim that they did it. So you have, I don't know how you can do that. Really, I really don't know how you can do it.
I was told I need a civil lawyer.
Civil lawyer. Right, you said that.
Yeah, I was told I need a civil suit lawyer. You know what I'm saying? For the lawyer to you know, fight. You know, do what they got to do.
Yeah.
That's what I was told. Like, that's the only way. Because for a minute I didn't know what to do. I was stressed out about it. I didn't know how to go about it. What should I do? How to do it? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A friend of mine told me, like, yo, you got to do this. You got to do X, Y, Z. And that's what I've been doing. I've been calling. One lawyer said that I couldn't do nothing if it was said in open court.
Mm-hmm.
He said if that cop said that in open court, there's nothing I could do.
Right.
So I was like, okay. So then I thought about it, and me and my homegirl sat back. She was like, "Yo, it wasn't said in open court. That's grand jury minutes.
Right.
That's grand jury. That's not open court. You know what I'm saying? That's behind closed doors.
Right.
So now I'm going about it that way now. Now I got to bring it back. So bring it back that way.
It's a lot.
Let it be known.
You know, when you, it's like, that's why I always say it's easier to stay out of trouble than it is to get out of trouble. When you fight in the system is powerful, and the system has a system that has a system within the system that has another system, and there's so many systems and processes. It's ridiculous. You know, you could do it. This could go on for 15 years. 15 years this can go on for. And, you know, we was talking about the power of the word. You know what I'm saying? Because I've gotten to know you, you know, over the past month or so, and you really, like, you showed me some character. Like, I seen some character. Like, I saw you
Definitely
doing some
character,
things, brother. And you know, I know both parties in the situation, and it's just that, you know, I just don't want it to escalate. It happened 20 years ago, right? The whole incident happened 20 years ago.
Real talk, Dice.
That's a fact.
I'm gonna keep it a stack with you.
Right.
Like at first I was in my feelings about home.
Right.
Because I'm like, yo, you could have reached out because we was fucking with each other. You know, like I said before, you went up north, you banged on my door like 4 or 5, like 5, 6 in the morning. So I'm like, yo, guys, I'm out.
Yeah.
We was eating together. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if you say you fuck with me, you should have reached out to me and like, yo, Rob, what the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we would have addressed it that way. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So now for you to throw some shit to the street, like make it seem like, yo, this nigga, you out your fucking mind, nigga.
Right.
You think you gonna come home and walk around here free like to the street, nigga? Nah.
But
it ain't going down like that.
I got it.
That's the way I felt.
Oh, that's where you felt.
That's the way I felt.
Okay.
That's the way I felt. So now I'm looking at it like this. I'm gonna put myself in that situation. If I'm in there, a nigga name come up with my shit, I'm gonna feel some type of way too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I you gotta look at it both ways. You know what I'm saying? So I understand it. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I'm mad at son was that he didn't reach out to me. You know what I'm saying? He could have reached out to me. He was fucking with me. He could have said, yo, bro, what the fuck is this, my nigga? You know what I'm saying? That's all.
Right.
But I do understand, though. Don't get it wrong. I do understand, because if I was in his shoes, I feel the same way.
Right.
You know, but it ain't never that. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm on a different path with it, trying to handle it. You know what I'm saying? The legal way, with Mount Vernon shit. And that's it.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
I ain't got no hard feelings towards son.
Good.
It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, you know, other people, there's people that's going through this too. Somebody somewhere is going through the same thing. And, you know, it's just getting through it, man, because even the police know how much power that word has. They know.
Right.
They know. That's why it's always done in the dark, and that's why they, you know, they huggy bear, you know what I'm saying? That's, you know, everything is a secret. But, you know, the secret you become a slave to it. So, you know, they use that. The police would use that against you. I'm not. They'll definitely use it against you. They definitely use that as a tool to get what they want. I will contest to that. That's the truth. That's the truth. And you know, we just want to iron out your wrinkles here, man.
Yeah, one thing about me though, real talk, I could be a lot of things though, Dice. You heard? A lot of things, and I ain't that. You heard me?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's
Right.
a fact.
For sure.
Anytime I went down and did mine, it came home.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't never brought a nigga with me. You understand me?
Right.
And my federal indictment, my federal paperwork speaks for itself. You know what I'm saying?
Life after the fact.
So, like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never did no stuff like that. And I ain't never been me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like I said, man, it's just a hard pill to swallow. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that is going on, because that's something I ain't gonna never swallow. You know what I'm saying? It's a fact.
And this is what we're talking about, and this is really the topic, man. That, you know,
right.
how do you get around it? Not even get around it. You just got to go through it. There's no going around it. It's just going right through it. That's it. Just don't get stuck. Don't get stuck there. Don't get stuck. You know, don't get stuck, because it's not as big. It's bigger than, in your mind. It's bigger than what it is. Believe it.
Yeah, no doubt.
For sure, man.
But I'm, you know what I'm saying? I'm over that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just right now, I'm like, you know, my mind is like calm with it now, because I got a way out of it now. Like, I know how to fight it now, because before I didn't know how to fight it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know how to go about it. So now I got a way to go about it now.
Right.
I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. Yo.
That's all. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't giving up the fight. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
this is my name, my reputation, who I am, who I stand for.
For sure.
You know
For sure. Yo. Yo,
the real motherfuckers, my real motherfuckers know what it is.
Yeah.
It's just these fake hating ass niggas on my dick. You know what I'm saying? So quick to throw something out there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's real talk.
Okay. Yeah, man. Yo, you want to shout
Put the
anybody
beat,
out?
Put the beat to that. Say that again?
You want to shout anybody out?
I just want to shout you out, my nigga, for being
All
a
right.
real motherfucker,
All
real
right,
talk.
family.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Since I met you, you've been nothing but real. You know
All
what I'm
right.
saying?
That's a fact,
Your
Jack.
conversations
Thank you.
and such, like,
Thank you.
I appreciate that.
Yes, yes. I want to iron out your wrinkles, man. We did it on the show, but you know what I'm saying. But you're being heard. You understand? You're being heard right now. So a lot of times, it's holding it in that really bothers you. You understand me?
Yeah, that's a fact.
I appreciate you calling, Black man. If if there's anything else you want to say, man, go ahead. Feel free, man. You got the platform. Anything else?
I ain't got nothing to say, really. I just want to, it's like I said, I want to thank you for giving me the platform, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
To say what I got to say, you know what I'm saying? Trying to iron out some of this, you know? But that's it.
Right.
Other than that, man, like I said, all my real motherfuckers know what it is, man. All these fake faggot ass niggas, cause sucker, you know what? You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling, you know what I'm saying? I'm good, like.
Yeah.
I ain't worrying about that, man.
All right, brother. You sound like you in. It sound like. Oh, that's right. I know where you at. I know where you at. Yeah. Right. It sound familiar back there. You know?
Right. Like, giving showers out right now.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Shout it out, man. All right, man. Yo, thank you for calling. I appreciate you.
Give me that platform, you heard?
Yes, definitely, man.
Real love,
definitely, all day, man. Appreciate you calling, man. I appreciate that.
One love, bro.
All right, peace. Shout him out. Brave. You gotta be brave. Yeah, Cruz. That was crazy. But you know something? I'm gonna tell you. The craziest part about these predicaments, right? Because I've seen it a lot of times. And not saying I definitely believe that the cops is not above doing that to somebody. I definitely believe that. I believe that. But when before you call somebody a snitch, you have to have proof. And a lot of times they ask for what? Show me the paperwork. So this is why he kind of changed his way of thinking, and I kind of helped him with that too, because he was upset at the brother that was upstate that's been locked up for the last 18 years. He was upset at him for sending that paperwork out here to the street, and people put it on social media, and just tarnishes your reputation. People get to talking. You become the spotlight, the focal point, of these condescending statements, and people just be messing with you. Like, you feel like they messing with you because it's like it's in your mind. It's big in your mind, so you feel like everybody is talking about you. So he was mad at the brother, and I explained to him, like, you can't be mad at him because, you can't be that mad at him, because if you were reading your trial or your minutes to your case and grand jury minutes, and you've seen his name up here saying that he did X, Y, and Z, pointed you out in photo array, you would be upset. You would be upset. You ain't thinking about the police did it. You seeing it in black and white. You thinking he did it. So that's why his fight is with the police, not with the dude, and he realizes that, and that's a good thing, man. Shout him out for that. You know what I'm saying? For discovering that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm tired of seeing what's going on in Chicago and what's going on in my hood and in your hood, and everybody knocking each other off for some nonsense. Straighten it out, man. Iron out your wrinkles, man. Iron out your wrinkles. For sure. Like, really, you could talk about it. You don't always have to resort to going at it with fire and brimstone, because then you're gonna end up in a place where what they say, where 50% of the people snitch, and 50% other 50% wish they snitched. That's what people say. It's just crazy, and you know, to understand it means, you know, some people went in there, some people told right away, and got a little bit of time, and some people went to trial and didn't tell and decided not to cooperate and got a whole lot of time. It's a lose-lose situation. It works against you. It's something that's working against you anyway, and I need people to realize that. And it's not necessarily snitching, so to speak, but it's just the criminal codes work against us a lot of times. You know, simply because the police expect us to follow them. You know, so it's really a lose-lose situation. And I say this again, you know, it's easier to stay out of trouble than it is to get out of trouble. Best believe. Avoid all of that. Just stay out of trouble. You know, the power of the word snitch is crazy. You must go all the way. Trust me, you will be better off. What does that mean? If you get the minutes, they're going to black it out if you ain't go to trial. All right, I'm gonna just, social media people, I'm gonna just let you know right now that what happened with the brother was he was accused of pointing out a murderer in a photo array. That's 6 photos, array of 6 photos. All right. And that's what it said in the paperwork, that he was, you know, he pointed out the brother in a photo array. A brother that he knew, so to speak. And that's another thing. That's another thing. If, in his case, if me and him was cool, like cool, if we was real cool, we was cool in the street, cool, you know, just tight, we were friends, and the cop said to him, yo, show me a picture of Dice Dales. Which one of these guys is Dice Dales? He's supposed to say him right there. He knows me. I mean, they know that. They probably know that already. If they got him, they know he knows me. They know that. Somebody told me that a brother actually, me and a brother was arguing about that when we was actually talking about this topic, and it makes sense. It makes sense. I mean, he could say no, not giving the cop any information, but even if he did, I'm sure that the cops knew who the guy was anyway. The guy copped out. They already knew. But it's just the fact that his name is in the paperwork, and when the other guy, the revelation shocked him, like, this dude told on me. Even though he copped out, this guy told on me. And then and there goes the Malay. That's what starts everything. Snitches get stitches. That's what somebody said here, Madeline. Madeline, would you stop it, Madeline? Stop it. Would your snitches get stitches? Please. All right? Until something happens that hits close to home. Ooh, I didn't read that part. You see? She says snitches get stitches until something happens that hits close to home that everybody's telling. All bets off. All bets off. That's right. Everybody's telling. And it's the truth. It's the truth. And I'm not, again, it's just something to view, just to look at. You know, either some things are right or some things are wrong. It gotta be, man. But the flip-flopping, there's always gonna be flip-flopping. There's never, ever going to be white and black. It's gonna always have some gray areas. Always. So just expect them. Expect them. Expect it. Expect it to happen. All right? Stay out of trouble. Don't get in no trouble. And it won't happen. I was expecting another caller. Wait. I was expecting another caller. Matter of fact, here we go. We'll get him right now. Yep. Dante is gonna call in 4 minutes. Dante burglarized my show. He snuck thief my show. He burglarized my show today. He came in under the cloak of the call I was expecting, and boom, 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 burglarizing and did his thing. Shout out to Dante. I gotta shout you out for that, because you got in. You got in with it. I gotta shout you out for that, man. That was dope. That was dope, for sure. When you think about it, if you could get in like that, boom, and then shoot your shot, you did a good job, man. You did a great job. So, damn, man, I wish this other guy would have came today, because he had some questions, you know, and he could relate. But it's all good, and I didn't want to use his questions because, you know, personal, and it sound better coming out of his mouth anyway. So, you know. But it's all love, man. And I shout out, once again, I want to shout out my boy that called. You know, he's very brave. He still has to be around dudes. I know things are still in his mind, and he's unsettled. And it's just something that, you know, he has to deal with. I don't know. It's, you know, just getting through it. You know, there's other guys that's walking around that, you know, really people have proof that they did what they did. You know, and they walking around, and they, you know, nothing's happened to them. They didn't have to do anything to anybody. People respect them. No one's calling them a name in their face. And it is what it is. It's just society, man. Society. And the image that we portray, it's also a lose-lose situation for us at times. At times. Especially if you're portraying to be like, you know, a street guy, because having that image, you have to have there's codes that you have to follow. That's why, you know, and I hate saying this, but when I was in prison, like, I couldn't relate after a while, because the people that were coming in definitely shouldn't have been in there. I'm like, why is this kid in here? Why is this kid? What, you know, why are they in here? Because of the image, who they was portraying themselves to be, whether they was gangsters, you know, Bloods or whatever, gangbangers, whatever type. You know, there's a code that they had to follow that kept them circling the drain. And this is what happened. And this is what happens to a lot of the young men and women out there. Again, show that picture, Gagrica. Look at Gakaira. Gunned down at 17 years old after she allegedly killed 20 people. That picture. All right? So, what happened to her? That picture, the graduation picture. What happened to her? Where did she go? Yeah. Now show that other picture, Cruz, the one above it. The photo array. That one. Could you make it bigger? She has a gun in one of those pictures that's bigger than her. That picture, you see her with the shotgun? Look at all these guns this girl got. Different guns. You know, I can name them. And she died at the age of 17. Shot in the head, neck, chest area. Fatally shot in head, neck, and chest area. Again, after she allegedly killed 20 people. Could have been less. Could have been more. You never know. You never know. You know, in Chi-Town, one weekend, 80 people got shot in one weekend, a couple of months ago. Killed and shot. People died and everything. 80 of them. 80 people got shot though in one weekend. That's 72 hours. 80 people got shot. That's more than one person an hour. You know, if you didn't do the math. So, you know, this is what's happening out in Chi-Town. It could be in your neighborhood. If you don't start watching your kids, you know, and teaching them some integrity and some respect. They don't respect elders or nothing no more. They don't care about nobody, and they strapped. So they really think they got the power till they go to jail. And when they go to prison, and then that's when they start acting like, you know, acting their age. You see, it's a baby. But that same baby is in the house too, man. You know, it's the parents. It's the parents. But, you know, I just want to thank everybody for who came, who listened, who asked questions. I definitely want to thank my boy Rob because, you know, you didn't have to do it. You didn't have to put your business out there, but you did. And, you know, hopefully you helped somebody that's going through it. Hopefully you helped somebody that was going through the very same thing, or, you know, either way it goes, you know, it's a story and somebody can use it. Somebody somewhere is going to watch us one day and, you know, going to get some information from it or know how to deal with it or be more careful and, you know, won't get themselves caught in that type of predicament. They'll just stay out of trouble. Just stay out the street. The streets ain't for everybody. That's why they got sidewalks, all right? I know you heard that before. Utilize it. Utilize it. The streets ain't for everybody. That's why they got sidewalks. Utilize it. Don't be a bonehead. Don't be a dude spinning a yard, you know, or worse, dead over some nonsense. You know, don't do that. Don't do that. Just be Joe Blow from Idaho. Be yourself. Be yourself. Be yourself. You ain't gotta be nobody else. Forget those, you know, the image. You know what I'm saying? Have fun, enjoy yourself, celebrate life. You know? Because most of the time, who you think you are is not who people see. Who people see you as. Best believe that. You know? You might think you're Jay-Z when somebody else be like, no, you're Joe Blow from Idaho. He's just Joe Blow from Idaho, fronting like he's Jay-Z. That's what they'll say. Because your image is actually created by other people, not by you. You can fake it a little bit, but they watch you all the time. They see who you are. Other people see who you are, unless you know who you are. You know, Tarzan thought he was an ape until he met Jane. Right? Tarzan thought he was a damn ape until he met Jane. Right? So, I say this to say this. Be yourself. Know yourself. If you don't know yourself, find yourself. Go on a sabbatical. Go in your room and close the door, turn off the TV, and get rid of the phone. And just sit with yourself. See who you are. You know what I'm saying? It works. It helps. Please. Anyway, I want to thank everybody who tuned in. I love everyone. You know, as long as we're on the green side of grass, celebrate life. And always remember, it's easier to stay out of trouble than it is to get out of trouble. And being that Dante didn't call, check the Vine, check the thread, get in touch with Dante Walker. He got some jobs available for you. Some jobs available for you. Make sure you check the Vine. Thank you for coming out. You Can't Be Serious on Amazon.com. Buy the book. It's hilarious. Send it to somebody. Shout it out. Everybody. Love y'all. Love y'all for sure. Stay up. Peace.